Welcome back to my channel, y'all. If you made it here, then that means you made it here, okay? That means you saw my previous video of some tension between JT and Onika Tanya Mirage, aka Nicki Minaj. So if you didn't see that video, I need you to pause this one and go over there and look at that one. See, we have a JTNIKA playlist, which is all my videos on the relationship between JT and Nicki Minaj on my channel. So make sure that you guys save that playlist to our library so that you get updated like anytime I drop a new video that goes to their relationship. Okay. So and we're gonna continue to focus on that today because we want to get more to the root, because in my previous video where I talked about what Nicki began to say, I didn't get all of my notes. So I want to go get more of my notes because it's important, right? And so without further ado, please make sure that you guys like this video and that you're subscribed to the channel so that you never miss when I upload. But before we get into the tea, I want to start off on a positive note real quick. So in case I didn't say this yet, y'all know the Met Gala, was just recently. And so I just wanted to point out all of the female rappers that have supported Nicki Minaj and her Met Gala look. So you got JT, Young Miami liking her post, Dreezy, Lady Luck, Cuban Doll, and Amaretta, as well as London Hill. Okay. So yeah, shout out to them, I guess. Shout out to the Fem Rap Politics playlist. That's where we at right now. So let me go actually, child, pull up my notes because where that at right now. We here. Okay, so I did say in the previous video that Nicki, she basically said Rico Dana is good, right? So I showed y'all who Rico Dana is. He's right here in the middle, right? He is from Southside Jamaica, Queens. She said he good because he really from like the streets, that's Zoo, friend or whatever, and got him signed to the Queen. So he really family or whatever. So she said, if Foxy were to headline, I'd open for her. So Nicki Minaj is saying if Foxy Brown were to call her today and say, I need you to headline for me, Nicki would do it. Nicki would still bow down to Foxy Brown if she, got the opportunity to. And so she's basically talking about like the type of loyalty that she wants and expects from younger artists who are coming to her for guidance. Okay. And so she said, I didn't care who say what. That's why God has always continued to propel me and my fan base to higher and higher heights. One thing about users is if you go back through their whole life, it's a part of their calling card. They're always having to get where they're going because they're always burning bridges. Every guest artist you've seen come to the Gag City World Tour, I treat them each the same way. The way I treated them 10 to 15 years ago, whether I knew they were going to be a bigger star or not. So we talked about in my previous live Barbology sessions where we talked about Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday tour. I showed you a list of over 20 artists that Nicki Minaj has brought out to perform with her on tour. And so she's saying that I brought them out because I treated them the same way, whether they're really popular now or they're not, And so she said, let me see. Okay, so with all the promotion, I gave, she said I still double back and everyone questioned me, including my fans. But I did it because who's gonna check me, boo? She said when you have integrity, you do what your heart tells you to do. When you have integrity, you remember people who gave you opportunities when everyone else counted you out. So maybe many people have made the terrible mistake in judgment with me, men and women. So she's saying not only female artists, because we tend to think a lot about female artists when Nicki talks about artists doing her wrong, but she's talking about men, male and female artists. Okay. So she said, even in personal life, bridges never have to be burnt. Oftentimes, when I go my separate ways from people, you've seen them fall in lies, grown men. And so she talked about having Jeremiah on her set and performing in Chicago. And yeah, and so I'm scrolling more to see like what she said about other artists. And she said they always make sure, okay, so is that people who haven't sold, you'd be surprised and shocked at the audacity of things that people have said to me. And she said it's people that haven't sold 500 albums, 5K or 500K albums that's up in my and y'all's face, but talking about heavy on it, but not, they not practicing what they preach. So they're not really signed to heavy on it or whatever. So Nicki says, The only artists who are signed to heavy on it, as I said in my previous videos, are ones who I have feature credit on her album Pink Friday 2, which is Tate Cobain as well as Lourdes. And so she said, so let me tell you all the people who did this. One, two, three, four, five. Five people. So that's how many people that she could be talking about. Okay. So I also showed you the artist that she already has signed to her label, allegedly. Nicki goes on to add that people want your resources, but they're not willing to commit. You'd be surprised when everybody be on the ass fast running to Gag City. She said you'd be surprised the people that you promote all day or whatever. So let's go to some tweets I want to show real quick. So, in order to further guide our thinking, of course, I like to see what other people are saying on social media as they are hearing what Nicki is saying. So, here's a tweet that Nicki liked. She said, when Wayne signed Nicki, this person said, when Wayne signed Nicki, she had many offers from other labels. She chose Wayne because he believed in her when those labels didn't. He put her on his tour before she got signed. Young Money was a brand new label. She showed trust and loyalty. No excuse for how these girls use her. So Nicki liked this tweet, which is her co-signing what this person is saying. So now let's face our London Hill, which is a female rapper that Nicki said that she was going to sign, but obviously is not legally signed yet. So to me, this is not clearing London Hill because she's saying, and it goes for all the artists, even Nana Fofi, who we kind of know is not signed. And I don't know, for some reason she's excused, but like Nicki is saying that like even before Wayne had his signature, before he had my commitment, he had my loyalty. So she kind of expects that from artists in return. So let's come here back to Twitter and see. So JT was currently playing the Sleaze Mix by Nicki Minaj. Travis Scott, Chris Brown and Sexy Red on her station head when she was promoting her new song. So people take this as a good sign, as like at least JT doesn't have any feelings towards Nicki. And I'm gonna show you like different like schools of thought. Okay. So it says, oh wow, London Hill unfollowed Nicki on Twitter, took heavy on it out of her bio, and apparently she's negotiating a deal with another label. Now, this part right here, she's negotiating a deal. I'm not taking that at all because who is this person? What do they know, right? Most of these people are stan accounts. So, yes, London Hill unfollowed Nicki on Twitter. She did take heavy on it out of her bio as well. So, is London Hill truly or still working on getting signed to Nicki Minaj? We don't know. Now it says this one says everybody needs to stop playing. Nicki talking about JT. Was she wait? Stop saying Nicki talking about JT. Why would she promote her music, promote her single, promote them coming to the show, then bring her on stage at your show to talk about her? Nicki hates users. JT's her side sisters. Are y'all slow? So this person is saying JT and Nicki Minaj are sad sisters. They attach at the hip. There is no way that Nicki could be shading JT. Think again. And this is the thing where fans have to stop saying, oh, sad sisters. Stop shipping these people together. It doesn't matter what you call them. Stop trying to attach them together. They are women who are in business together. They are not sisters. They are women in business. And women in business mean business, not feelings or emotions. So at the end of the day, y'all always love to say, oh, it's not between Nicki and the girl when it really end up becoming between Nicki and the girl. It's not just about business. So this person said Nicki cleared that London Hill stuff up fast. Why? Because it was never a problem. London Hill has never shaded her and Nicki never shaded her either. But what didn't the queen clear up? Yeah, exactly. Y'all look dumb for even trying to make it seem like she was talking about London though. So this person is saying that she's not talking about London, that she's probably talking about JT. I personally still feel like everybody is eligible for the hit because obviously people ain't sign on the dotted line. And obviously the way that Nicki Minaj is talking, she's side-eyeing anybody who is not signed on the dotted line to her label heavy on it. Okay. So that is a couple other things that I wanted to say about this. Of course, I want to know what you guys think. Do you feel like London Hill is cleared? Why do you feel like London Hill has not signed yet? Of course, I could talk about that a little bit more as well. And so we're just going to keep monitoring the situation. But once again, let me know what you guys are thinking. Check out the JTNIKA playlist, the Fem Rap Politics playlist. Make sure to like this video and make sure that you are subscribed, and I will see you in the next one.